Duran, I do not know if it's got new stuff or not. He put this out only 4 hours ago. So presumably there's got to be something new. What we'll do, we will give it a start, and if it's just rehashing, then if it's rehashing stuff over and over again, we'll pull shit. But let's take a look at see if it's anything new or anything or a different perspective or a different insight into stuff we might already know. So we'll take a look. If it's just repetitive stuff that we are already very well aware of, we'll pull shoot and we'll call it good. So let's see what Techie has to say.
What's going on, boys? Part of this video, it's going to be a little bit all over the place. There's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. And I love taking a quick pit stop just to revisit all the
Bigglesworth.
third grade drama going on in the streamer world. It'll never get old to me. It's felt great being right about absolutely everything I've been saying for 4, 5, 6 years. Unfortunately, I was one of the few people who was saying this first, so I've been getting a lot of shit my entire career for noticing a pattern of behavior a little bit too early in advance. And, well, here we are today. Today's main focus is going to be on QT Cinderella. Probably going to mention a little bit of Ludwig. I think a little bit of Hassan, a little bit of XQC.
Thank
and the
you,
Streamer
friends.
Awards in general. And for all you guys who missed the streams, for all you guys who missed the consistent content, well, I got some really good news today. I've been getting a lot of good news pretty frequently lately. And let's just say, you'll be getting some great news from me pretty soon. And I'm not going to give any more specifics, but if you miss me, well, maybe the wait isn't too far off now.
This actually reminded me. Sorry, I had meant to bring this up earlier. But him talking about the streamer wars just reminded me. Apparently, I saw something that apparently, Amaranth and her husband and Asmongold are going in together to do Aiden Ross's Kick Streamer Awards. I saw something about that today. Yeah, the Kick Streamer Awards are apparently back on. Amaranth and Asmongold have said that they are going to fund Aiden Ross's awards. Well, Resin, he came up with the idea, so I guess that's why Aiden Ross. So it's something it just popped in my head talking about the Streamer Awards that I'd meant to mention at the beginning of stream. But yeah, so apparently it has been funded. The two of them have offered to fund it, and supposedly it's, nothing official, but supposedly they are going to fund the Kick Streamer Awards.
And thank you guys for your patience, and I look forward to
today,
talking
Iron.
to
I heard about it today.
Very soon. Side note, I just started Final Fantasy Tactics for my on-the-go gaming. It's what I do when I go out, or if, maybe my girl's driving, on the very rare cases she is. I'll play Final Fantasy Tactics in the car. Hey, Eggy. I got my cat Eggy here with me. And I've also started God of War, the 2018 God of War, about 3 hours in. I got about 5 hours into my previous playthrough before I stopped having to play. I had to stop playing because I was on stream and I was too busy. But anyways, great fucking game. And I'm down to 215 pounds now. And I feel great. So, QT Cinderella is doing the Streamer Awards. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Guys, quit fighting. Come on. Come on, guys. Get out of here. And there they go. Sorry.
Cats fight.
Cats are just,
Cat fight.
Cats are on one today. Anyways, Streamer Awards are happening. And surprise, surprise, everybody is absolutely furious. Now, let me come at you from a couple different angles on why people are so angry. Number one, streamers are spoiled babies. Yes, they are a bunch of self-serving cunts
LA
who
streamers
only tell you what you want to hear rather than what they actually think. And when they don't get nominated for being the best ever, well, they get a little bit upset by it because, according to their own egos, they are the best ever.
Uh-huh.
So, number one, streamers are all fucking children, especially Destiny and Hassan. Although that's a
Oh
double
God,
layered
yes.
joke that, it's alleged. Just a joke, guys. It's a fucking.
Yeah. Like, knighting, yeah. Like it's Aiden Ross's award, so yeah, he's gonna be heading it. And yeah, I still have an issue with him, the way he decided to basically smear Mousy like that. Absolutely. It's just I don't know. It is what it is. But at least like Asmongold is, if Asmongold is putting money towards it, then you can, if Asmongold's like going half in on it, then you can bet that he's not going to allow the Kickstreamer awards to be anything other than legit in terms of the voting. Because do you really think Asmongold, if he's ponying up God knows how many hundreds of thousands of dollars to fund this, that he would tolerate any kind of bullshit in terms of the voting process? Fuck no. Because he's involved in it, you can at least be assured that it's going to be honest.
It's a double layered joke that, it's alleged. Just a joke, guys. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke, guys. It's 20 fucking 25. I was about to say 2018. Holy fuck. It's 2025. We're all gonna fucking die soon. It's a joke. Streamers are all children. Yeah, wow, here we are. Next up, QT Cinderella is possibly one of the dumbest, most unlikable cunts on the entire platform, where the only reason why people actually do shit with her is because they understand that it opens them up to collaboration with other creators and levies them higher for awards where they can get their own dick stroke for a big old shiny prize. Wow. Yes, guys. Sorry to tell you this, but a lot of streamers, the only reason why people actually interact with them is because they understand it opens them up to other avenues and, more self-serving ego strokes by whatever awards they can win. It's the truth. Just look at the Mizkif thing. Nobody wanted to fucking talk to Mizkif. Nobody even fucking liked the guy. And everybody knows everybody hated that bitch. But people know that if you're friends with Mizkif, then bada bing, bada boom, you'll go on Schooled. You'll go on Parasocial. This, that, and the other, so they swallow their own pride and they eat the shit. That way they can go to pastures new, hopefully, and then burn the bridge later. Who knows? Yeah. So, streamer awards happen. QT Cinderella blatantly just removes problematic streamers from the entry pool.
Asmongold. Let's say you're right. Asmongold. Possibly even Hassan, which means Hassan doesn't have anywhere near the friends that he thinks he does. Yeah, all the people that they deem problematic, regardless of how many votes they may have received. Tectone himself, sure, absolutely. Yeah, it's the LA Boys and Girls Club. That's all the streamer awards is. It's the LA Boys and Girls Club. And yes, some of the people, like Extra Emily, I believe is in Texas, but she is like part of the LA streamer scene, and that's the only people they give a shit about. The streamer awards have literally become the Oscars / the Emmys, where it's just the cool kids club, and if you're not one of the cool kids, you ain't fucking invited, and everybody is pretty much fucking done with them. That's the route that the streamer awards is going. Nobody fucking cares. Yeah, I believe Charlie was nominated. I think Charlie got one nomination, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly all the nominations. I do believe he got one nomination. But nobody cares about the streamer awards anymore. Because they all know it's bullshit. They all know they all know it's rigged. They know it's just a big old mean girls club. And that the vote, it's whose lines is it anyway, where the points don't matter. Yeah. Cutie put her oddly unknown before now, and now all of a sudden people know her Vanilla Mace into 2 motherfucking categories when nobody had fucking heard about her just weeks before the list came out. The fact that a very large, distinct lack of VTubers throughout the majority of the awards. You only see a VTuber in 2, maybe 3 of the categories is where there's a VTuber. One of those being a specific VTuber award. So a distinct lack of VTubers. And yeah, it's all like part of the fucking Mean Girls Club. That's it. No, it's all rigged up, and people don't fucking care. I'm legitimately curious how much viewership and how many tickets people are going to buy for the VTuber Awards this year. I'm gonna wager that they're not gonna. They may get a lot of views. I think that there may be a lot of views on Twitch, but I suspect they're not gonna do fuck all for ticket sales. That's my suspicion.
And then says, no, guys, actually, all these people who are blowing up on every single platform, like Nick Fuentes and Asmongold and shit, even Hassan, actually, nobody actually really watches them or likes them.
Yeah, nobody
they're
voted
all
for
just
them.
view botters. Yeah, she insinuated
Yep.
that any big streamer that did not get voted for was just view botting. And I mean, come on, guys, let's just get a grip here. And yeah, and then she had Clippers who took Jason the Ween. I don't know.
He was nominated for a few.
I don't really know much about him. I know.
Yeah, how many of you have heard of Jason the Ween? I have never fucking, Jason the Ween and Burke Peanut are 2 streamers that I've never heard of before in my life. You guys are saying it's a question mark whether or not Burke Peanut is even a VTuber. I don't know about that part. But, I'd never heard of Jason the Ween before. I damn sure had never heard of Burke Peanut before. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just fucking blows up. Like, what the hell? So, it's... Hassan calls him his nephew. Well, that's good. No. Oh. If that's what you think it is. Okay.
Jason's not allowed to like me. I know that's for sure, but I don't really know anything about the guy. I know he's talked shit about me in the past. I don't really care. Let bygones be bygones. I don't blame anybody in the past for talking shit about me. It's okay. Live and let live. Who gives a fuck? Jason the Ween was in a relationship with this person called Sakura, I think. I don't know. I'm 31. I didn't really give a fuck about this whole what new streamer is pretending to be in a relationship or is pretending to be single to get viewers for shipping or to get viewers because they want more subs. Which, by the way, guys, there's no single female streamers. I'm just going to let you know that right now, okay? And I'm just going to be completely real. Living
Techie. I think this is a little bit of Techie's bias coming through. I think Techie's animus and biases is peeking through here a bit. There's plenty of female streamers. No, I have not lied to you. I am single. I am not in a relationship. I've told you guys flat out I have no desire to be in a relationship. I've told you this. The only quote-unquote relationship I have is with Scout, and she's my kitty. Okay? So, and no, Desert, I'm not. Okay. If you want to get technical, Gramps, yes, I have a relationship with the Hitachi. If you want to get technical, yeah, I have a boyfriend. That's really vibrating. And battery powered. If you want to get technical, okay.
in Austin for 4 years. The women there are not allowed to be single. They're not. Every single one of them has a boyfriend. Every single one of them. And let me tell you why that is because whenever a new female streamer comes into Austin or comes into LA, every single male streamer jumps on them like fucking hyenas. Yes, they do.
Okay, again, I think Tectone's bias is coming through here a bit. He knows about that if one comes in Austin, phrasing, this is not an in general. It's not. This is not an in general thing. Not every female streamer is in a relationship. Yeah, he's been around, he's seen things, but I think the things that he's seen is causing a bit of his bias to come through. It's like, basically the really hot ones. Yeah, I mean, 100% he's talking about like the quote unquote LA streamer girls. Yes, they are all in a relationship. That I have no doubt about. All of the hot LA girl streamers, or even the hot Texas streamers, sure. Sure. That I'll buy that they're all in relationships. I'll buy that. It's not all streamers though. And that's why I say that a little bit, some of his bias is starting to shine through in regards to LA and even in regards to Texas.
And they promised them wealth, they promised them collabs, they promised them fortune. Just to please,
that's
I
true,
just
Fred.
want a
Some
female
do, some do.
streamer.
Cinder
oh
did.
my God. So no, unfortunately, that woman you watch on the internet does have a boyfriend, and she actually isn't in love with you because you have a tier 3 sub to her. And you can get mad at me if you want, but the only ones that aren't actually in relationships are the ones you've heard about breakups for, and that's just the God's honest truth. You can get angry at me if you want, but I don't give a fuck. Okay? It is what it is. I mean this genuinely. I don't know a single fucking female streamer that's not in a relationship. And that's the bottom line. Anyways, so QT posts old footage of Jason and Sakura from their relationship arc. Oh my God, I want to shoot myself even talking about this. And Jason feels some type of way about this because Jason's obviously trying to date a new girl. And oh my God, you posted a video with me and my ex? To which QT could have just said, whoops, my bad. But instead, in QT fashion, she goes live and she cries and she talks about how everyone's so mean to her and feel bad for me. And then Ludwig has to go and say, oh, leave my girlfriend alone, even though she obviously fucked up. But Jellywig has no spine whatsoever. By the way, guys, Ludwig wants kids and QT doesn't want kids. Can we just all just sit down and just talk? If you're
Spectral, Cutie's gonna throw everyone under the bus that she can. Okay, Cutie is in it for herself. She uses her looks for profit for the stream. Like all of the attractive female LA streamers, 100% they use their looks for money. They doll themselves up for stream. They get on stream, they look pretty, they act cute to get people to sub, to get people to donate. They do it for money. Because the reality is, pretty girls, and especially pretty girls that actually work their looks, make money. Yeah, you're right, Mantaz. IRL looks have a shelf life. So they're going to make the most of them while they still have those looks. They are. And I mean, I'm not going to fault them for it. If they're able to cultivate a bunch of simps to just throw money at them, it's a don't hate the player, hate the game situation. If the people in their chats are dumb enough to think that if they throw money, if their reasoning for throwing money at these LA attractive female streamers is because it's a notice me streamer, thing, and they think like if they throw enough money that they'll notice and they can get with them, that's on them. Like I don't necessarily blame them for doing it because you're working with what they got and it does work. It is a don't hate the player, hate the game situation. VTubers, a little different. VTubers are a bit different. We've got the anime avatars. They don't really change unless you dump a fuck ton of money into it. But it's not like I can change outfits. It's not like I can do a lot with my hair or my makeup or anything. It's kind of the same thing day in, day out. Basically about the same look day in and day out, which is why VTubers we might have our anime models to bring people in. They see the cute or pretty or sexy anime girl, and that'll make them want to click on the stream to check it out. It's like, okay, let's take a look at the cute anime girl and see what she's doing. But after that, it's all on the personality. It's all on what you're doing on stream. It's all how you engage with the people in your stream. It's all about how you talk, what you talk about, what you do. The looks for a VTuber is literally about 10 seconds worth of screen time for people that join a VTuber stream. After those first 10 seconds, it's all about the personality. If you do not have a good personality as a VTuber, that viewer will check out after 10 seconds. They'll be like, okay, you're cute, but you're boring, and they're gone, and that viewer's gone. So in that respect, VTubers sometimes, in a way, have to work harder than IRL streamers or FleshTubers, where we can't just count on our looks day to day, because our looks primarily don't change. So we have to work a little bit harder. We have to actually be engaging. We have to actually be fun. But at the same time, their pussy is going to get old, dry, and crusty. And our pussy will remain smooth, supple, and delicious till the end of time. So there is that.
With a girl who doesn't want kids and you want kids, just break up with them. I'm just being straight up. Like, legitimately. Are we really gonna give away the literal greatest thing you can do as a human being because your partner just don't want to? Just find somebody else. Okay? That is the biggest red flag ever. Having to give up having children? You're gonna just give that up. Holy.
Well, I think what Jellywig is going to do is he's going to try and wear her down. QT is saying, I don't want kids now. Jellywig is hoping that if he stays with her long enough, she'll suddenly realize her biological clock is ticking and suddenly do a 180 and say, now I want to have kids. That's why Jellywig is still with her. He's waiting for her biological clock to go off. And for her to do that chains of, now I do want kids. I bet you that's why he's still with her.
Fuck, what are we doing here? Just find, if you don't want kids, find somebody else who don't want kids. If you want kids, find somebody who wants kids. That is literally a insta break the fuck up. Straight up. Because your lives they are not gonna align. And the moment the glitz and the glamour of the streaming world fades, what, are you gonna keep playing video games till you're fucking 80? Jesus. Just get somebody who lines up with your life path. It's really not that fucking hard. And somebody needs to fucking say this shit. Okay? If you want kids, find somebody else who wants kids. If your partner doesn't want kids, break up with them. It's that easy. Right? It's that easy. You do not give up the greatest thing in my opinion, the greatest thing that you can fucking do for the betterment of our species. Although some would probably argue that I shouldn't have kids, but I think I would make a great dad, me personally. But yeah, just come on. Somebody just fucking tell these people they need to fucking hear. Holy shit. Anyways, QT goes live. She cries. She talks about how, oh my God, I do these streamer awards and everybody's so mean to me. Shut the fuck up. First of all, stop acting like you're doing these streamer awards out of the goodness of your heart. Bitch, yeah. I can see what sponsors you're getting, and I know this is easily a mid-range 7-figure deal minimum. And if you're not, then you're the one fucking it up, not anybody else. Second of all, pretending like this shit isn't rigged is the biggest cope I've ever fucking seen. Are you telling me Nick Fuentes, the guy who's blowing up?
I can see where he's coming from, though. You want to be someone whose general goes a line. If you really want kids, the other person doesn't. That could be a good reason to break up if you can't make a breakthrough in either direction. Yeah, Moss, you're not wrong. Like, what I was saying there, like, I wasn't saying that QT would eventually come around and go, actually, yeah, I do want kids now. What I was saying is that Jellywig is probably staying with her, hoping that he can wait her out, which I'm not saying is the right thing to do. I just think that that may very well be his mindset, is he's going to try and wait her out and see and try and get her to change her mind on it. Not saying that's a good thing at all, but that's my guess is the way his thinking is going.
on every single social media platform isn't going to get a nomination. Are you telling me fucking Hassan, one of your best friends, by the way, that you called a view bother, by the way,
Quote
which,
unquote.
it's true, but regardless, you're going to tell me Hassan isn't going to get a nomination when your entire community sucks this man's dick, because if they don't, they get the fucking Zeus lightning bolt on their shock collar?
Chile Techie, I think they're starting to move away from him. That's why I think they didn't invite him. They were, ever since the start of Colorgate, I think the LA streaming crowd are starting to distance themselves from Hassan. Jelly Week is not, for whatever Jelly Week is the one real big holdout. He is still the one holdout that is still, desperate to basically guzzle some of that Hassan Orbiter gins. He's like the one holdout. The rest of them are starting to back off. They are starting to separate that, kind of distance themselves from Hassan. Ever since the beginning, Colorgate, and now like with his dogmatic support of Mondami, and now his trip to China, they are drawing away. They are kind of like putting distance between themselves and him for the most part, because I think they're seeing what everyone else saw a long fucking time ago, that he is psychotic, that he is a communist and a terrorist sympathizer, that he will, being around him is just going to destroy you, and he is on a downward spiral. And I think they are finally starting to see that and going, maybe it's not such a great idea to be hitching our wagons to hits. And they're starting to put distance between them. And I think the Streamer Awards is maybe the first overt sign of them backing off.
And are we telling me Asmongold, which I don't give a fuck. Listen, guys, I'm going to say this, and you can call me a glazer. I don't give a fuck. Asmon is the greatest streamer of all time. He just is, okay? He is.
Yep.
He is the greatest streamer of all time. Blows up on YouTube, blows up on every single social media platform.
It's more than social media. This is what makes Asmon the greatest streamer. It's not simply that he's blowing up on streaming or that he's blowing up on YouTube. It's that his viewpoints. Thank you, Sav. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's that even mainstream media looks to Asmon for input. They look to his streams on what he's going to say about just about every major social issue. He has kind of become the definitive social zeitgeist itself. Pretty much everywhere around the world, across multiple mediums, not just social media, but regular media as well, people look to Asmongold for his takes on just about everything. That is what makes him the biggest streamer in the world, is because his voice literally reaches all across the globe in a way that no other streamer does. And honestly, I'm not sure any other streamer will. Realistically speaking, I'm not sure any other streamer will have the level and reach that Asmongold has been able to achieve. And you're going to tell me he doesn't deserve to be in the Streamer Awards? Oh, I know Hustle. The Unsub guy, yeah, I know they're trying to get him on. I know. Whether or not Asmongold's going to do it, I don't know. I suspect Asmongold may not do it. I have a feeling that Asmongold might be uncomfortable doing unsubscribe. He is most comfortable, I think, by himself in his room on his stream. I legitimately don't think he would be comfortable in a social setting like that with the guys, even though the guys would all be like fantastic with them, like they're very supportive of him and reason like they're like-minded on the majority of the stuff that he talks about. I do think that he would be uncomfortable doing an unsubscribed podcast, and he just prefers being in his room by himself on stream. So whether or not he's going to do an unsub podcast, it's unknown. I wouldn't count on it though. I realistically, I would not count on him going on the unsub podcast.
And all he does is just talk, sitting, rotting in his own shit, eating garbage ass food, putting his intestinal and health on the line to make sure that he's relatable to the other broke ass motherfuckers who watch his content. And if you want proof that the people who watch Asmongold are broke, well, just look at Asmongold's sub count. He won't get any, that's why he disables them, because he knows all of his channel is poor.
Yep.
Anyway. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, I'll be real. Asmongold can turn on subs today. He won't even break 5,000 subs. Well, okay, maybe a little bit higher than that. But, because then I had this one thing with NMP back in the day where I made fun of him for not having any subs. And then his sub count quadrupled. So, Baldy, if you did get subs from hearing from this clip somewhere, can you just give me like half? Why the fuck do you offer so many people so much money? Can you just like pass me a $250,000? Like, come on, I've been so good to you for so long, but just give me $250,000, man. That shit would make my life easier. Just pay for the renovation of my new house. Like, damn, bro. Damn, bro. I've been in your second in command for 6 years.
Come on, you got money.
My salary. Holy shit. Anyways, help a brother out. Anyways, QT's gonna cry. Say she's the victim. Say that she's doing that out of the goodness of her heart while she's throwing shit everywhere, while she's making millions of dollars, while she's being the only time she's ever relevant during the entire fucking year. She's going to say she's not going to do the Streamer Awards ever again.
Well, okay, I will slightly disagree with that. She was relevant one other time this year. Maybe 2 times. She was relevant one time when she exposed Hassan for lying. Yeah, that's one time that she was relevant when she spilled the spaghetti out of her pocket and exposed Hassan for lying about Kaya's shock collar live on stream. So she was relevant then, and she was also relevant for the manufactured bullshit drama about her dad and her supposed racist dad, and Valkyrie going, "Honey, you're the whitest woman I know," and blah blah blah. That mean girl manufactured drama bullshit. Like, there was some relevance there because people were pointing out how fucking fake the entire group of them. That's basically been the 2 times that she's been relevant this year. So she's got 2 other reasons that she's been relevant. Oh my god, hiccup. And thank you for the Prime heckle. Thank you so much.
And then, guys, next year we're gonna do it again. Okay? We're in a fucking loop. All these people are fucking liars. Anybody who can cry on command like that, you should not trust. These are lizard people. They are. They're lizard people, okay? You peel off their fucking skin. There's no bones. It's a goddamn lizard. And everybody knows it. Anyways, that's my thoughts on QT. Next up, Hassan was called a child predator. Now, I want to talk about this real quick because it's just...
Again? Like, he's been called a predator God knows how many times. Why is it news now? This is not the first time Hassan has been called a child predator. So why is Techie suddenly talking about it now?
It's kind of funny to me, and I
exactly,
want to point this out. So Hassan is a guy that frequently says that if someone's not suing them for defamation, it's because they're telling the truth. He said that towards me and many other content creators. Yet when Destiny calls Hassan a child predator, Hassan didn't sue Destiny for defamation. And what's crazy is Destiny said that Hassan would try to move forward and why he never talks about it. And what's crazy is Hassan tried to move forward and wouldn't talk about it. So what I'm curious is, Hassan, is if you're telling everybody else that if they're not suing someone for defamation, that means it's the truth.
No, excuse me. Conga, no there isn't. That's the thing. There's not evidence now. Destiny saying it happened, which again, this is not the first time that has come up that has been suggested that it's come up that Hassan fucked a girl in a German brothel and that there was a suspicion that she might be underage, which again, as Andrew pointed out, the age of the individual in question that people are accusing Hassan of having sex with is legally of age in Germany. But this is nothing that has not been said before. Okay, the brothel thing, that he fucked an underage girl, that the underage girl may actually be legally of age in Germany. This is not the first time any of this has been said. The fact that Destiny is just rehashing it only speaks to the fact that Destiny is desperate for relevance. That's it. And the Hassan brothel thing is old as fuck. It's old news. Everybody knows it. Destiny just realizes, I think Destiny realized that his popularity is starting to flag, and so he needed something to spark it, and he said, oh yeah, I can bring up Hassan fucking a prostitute in a brothel and implying that she was underage, and that can get me attention, and I can get some people back. That's what this feels like it's like. Don't fuck with it. Destiny doesn't have evidence. Destiny does not have any evidence of this. He's just saying it for clout, basically. And that's it. Hassan is in a very weakened state. He's probably in the weakest state he's been since he started streaming. And so Destiny decided to slap him while he's weak to try and maybe pull some, I don't know, maybe he was going to try and pull some Hassan viewers over to his stream. Who the fuck knows? But that's literally it. There's nothing new coming out from this. There's no evidence that's suddenly been discovered. This is not new information that anybody that has not even once put their finger on the pulse of the streaming world knows about. It's just, we're going to rehash it to get the attention. It's literally just attention-seeking behavior at this point.
Truth. How old was she, Hassan? How old?
And obviously it's working because Techie's talking about it.
Smell right. And I have a feeling maybe everybody's favorite leftist political content creator isn't as morally virtuous as people claim to be.
Okay, Techie, nobody thought Hassan was morally virtuous. I don't think even half of his audience thinks he's morally virtuous. Half of Hassan's audience watches him to hate watch. So, unfortunately, I've got to say it, Tectone's kind of doing the same thing Destiny's doing. Now, granted, Tectone is clearly farming. Techie is just farming for content, which, good on him. It's plenty of streamers do this where where old stuff gets brought back up and it gets brought back up to the limelight when it's been sitting there dormant for a while, and streamers will talk about it to farm content out of it, to get some views out of it. Yeah, sure. Nothing wrong with that. That's what Tectone's doing. He's basically farming the resurgence of Hassan fucking a supposed minor in a German brothel years ago. It's fine. Let's call it what it is. Let's be realistic about what it is. And Slime Girl, thank you for the tier 1.
But it's all alleged, of course. And, Hassan wouldn't do me that favor, of course. But that's okay, because Hassan's everybody's golden boy. Yeah, so the streamer world is exploding. And we also got Pokimane up in this bitch. Pokimane made a tweet saying,
well, Draco, Legal Mindset talked about that, and he did not mention that. So maybe there's something in the legalese that is different. But I don't know, you can rewatch Legal Mindset's video about it. He didn't mention anything about how, if you're a U.S. citizen, you travel abroad, sleep with someone who's under the age of consent, that it would still be considered illegal. I don't know. And again, there is no evidence to support that the prostitute Hassan slept with was underage. At this point, there is still no evidence to support this. He slept with the prostitute in the brothel. That brothel was later raided for having underage prostitutes in it, but there is no evidence to support that the prostitute he slept with was indeed underage. There's not. And in something like this, evidence is crucial. You know, we can bash him in the social sphere, but realistically, unless there's evidence to substantiate it in some way, it doesn't. Saying it is just saying it, and that's it.
We also got Pokimane up in this bitch. Pokimane made a tweet saying, "Man, I really wish the streaming world would go back to playing games and, you know, having fun and not just clip farming and drama baiting."
Hot meat fucking tattle. It's so fucking sad that Pokimane is saying, I wish that streaming would go back to just playing video games. That's bait. Because if streaming did go back to just playing video games, she'd be out of a job. She would literally lose her streaming career if streaming went back to just playing games. Because all Pokimane does is drama farm and shake her titties at the simps that will throw money at her. That's it. That's what she does. She does not game. She just sits there and look pretty, wears low-cut tops to show her titties off, and just does like drama farms, like when she had Nina Lynn on and was listening or was giggling like a schoolgirl when Nina Lynn was talking about basically the kind of guy she wants is basically a slave. So yeah, Pokimane can just fuck off with that bullshit. Everybody knows she's full of shit. She's another one that people are finally starting to realize that she's fake as fuck. People are starting to come around with the LA streamer scene and realize, oh my God, these people are as fake as hell. It's finally starting to break through.
Pokimane, you were calling people the N-word, based by the way. You were calling people the N-word like 8 years ago whenever they would cause issues in your chat. You literally, the clip farming you did was whenever you would bend over, turn your chair around and show off your big fat ass to the camera. And that's the only reason why people sat there to watch you was every now and then they hope to see a big old booty. Let's just be completely legitimate. Here's the reality. If you're tired of the drama, which by the way, how are those cookies selling again? Oh, you can't afford them? That means that you're poor. Oh, okay.
Bringing that old nugget out.
Here's a great bit of advice, Pokimane. If you want Twitch culture to stop being about drama and clip farming, then maybe you should take your own fucking advice. I'm so tired of these people on the internet trying to act like they're above all this shit when they're adding into the same mess that they're saying they hate. Shut the fuck up. Here's the reality. Everybody loves drama, including myself. You know, a lot of people say, I love drama as long as it's not about me. And to be fair, that's true. But even now, I'm starting to love that shit. As long as people are saying my name, I love it. I don't really give a fuck anymore. And that's just the God's honest truth. And, you know, we have a couple of streamers calling out people for that shit. And I want to remind you that, Pokimane, you went after XQC when he was minding his own business, doing GTA RP during the day and doing gambling at night. And then you had to say, oh my God, all these streamers doing gambling so fucked up while you're out there playing gotcha games, getting a bag from Hoyoverse.
Yeah, and where's Pokimane about with Twitch now doing gambling advertisements? Twitch is now suddenly where they were so against doing like gambling sponsors, and now all of a sudden for like some kind of sports thing, they're like, oh yeah, it's totally cool if you have like a gambling company, like they've got a deal. They made a deal with a gambling company to broadcast and shit, where basically the people that are going to be in the stream are going to basically be labeled up like NASCAR drivers with gambling like ads and shit all over the uniforms or something like that. They basically made a deal with a gambling company for sponsored content. Something to that effect. Yeah. Where's Pokimane's ire about that? Oh, I forgot she doesn't actually fucking care.
What the the fuck are you talking about? It's the same shit. It's the same shit. You go after these people, you cause all this drama, and you say, but guys, I'm one of the good ones. Shut the fuck up. None of y'all are good. You all suck ass. Jesus. Then Ludwig goes on the timeline and calls XQC spineless for not adding Pokimane directly. Holy fuck, Ludwig.
Wait,
You've been
really?
Hassan's bitch for 5 years. You deleted like 3 videos because he told you so. And you have to fact check what you say when you go live and talk about him before you say it. Shut the fuck up. If anybody should not be talking about spineless, it's you. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it. If you can't tell, I feel great. Today's been a great day. Great things are happening right now. And I was sick for a while. Now I'm over it. I have all my strength back. And, well, if you miss me, the wait isn't going to be too much longer now. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. I look back to coming back to streaming whenever that happens. And I'm not going to give a date. But when
He's
I
taking
do,
some time off,
I
Jackson.
wanna
He
let
moved, so he's
everybody
taking
know.
some time off.
It's crazy the things that people will say to other people when they think they no longer associate with me. I've learned a lot because people talk. Streamers can't help but gossip, and man, I hear all of it. It's going to be a very exciting time. Very, very, very soon. And I could talk about it, but I'll just wait. It's going to be great. And I'll talk to y'all and see y'all real soon. Bye-bye, guys.
Oh, wait. So it's a little bit something different. Some of the stuff we knew, but a little bit of different stuff. He's yeah. He's definitely not afraid to go all in on people, which is always nice.